What is gaslighting? You've probably heard this term many times, and that's what this video is about, is to define what is gaslighting and with some real examples, because this has all happened to us, whether we're dating or whether we're in a relationship. It is dangerous stuff, and it's important for you to know what gaslighting is so it doesn't happen to you. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm a sober bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right. Gaslighting. And what is gaslighting? And the thing is, we are all going to come across someone who is going to try and gaslight us because it is a very narcissistic trait. I'm not saying that all people who gaslight are narcissists, but it's a common trait amongst narcissists because narcissists are very selfish, lack empathy, and will do and say anything they need to do and say to get what they want, including manipulating people. And gaslighting, just to look at the definition of it, is, just looking at my notes here, gaslighting is defined as a form of psychological abuse in which a victim is manipulated into doubting their own memory or perception or sanity. So let me repeat that. Gaslighting is defined as a form of psychological abuse in which a victim is manipulated into doubting their own memory, perception, or sanity. So for example, right? If somebody, this has happened to me, man. I was married before and I've been single for 2.5 years. I've been on hundreds of first dates. So I've been around a lot of situations. And so, for example, this one woman that I was dating for a little while, and she canceled last minute. Like, I'm talking like an hour before. And we had been dating for like a few months. And this excuse was like odd. So she said she needs a mental health day. So then I said, oh, well, I'm just a little surprised you didn't let me know that things, you weren't feeling well a day before, at least, because this is last minute. And then this is a form of gaslighting. And she said, well, you're overreacting. Again, it's a form of making someone feel like they're doubting their own memory, their sanity, or their perception. So when she said, well, you're overreacting, again, watch out for that because that is a form of gaslighting. Another form of gaslighting is when you remember, okay, so this is interesting. A friend of mine in the building, right, who's gone on some dates, and because she's single and I'm single and we've hung out sometimes. And then so she was telling me about this dude, and the dude, throughout several conversations, she said that his father passed away. And then one time they're having a conversation and she's like, oh, what are your plans over Thanksgiving? Something like this. And he's like, oh, I'm planning to see my father. And she's like, what the fuck? I remember him saying that his father passed away. So she said, I thought you said your father passed away. And he's like, oh no, I never said that. Gaslighting. Another thing is the same dude. He said, yeah, it was for his birthday. He was going over to his place for his birthday on the weekend. And he's like, yeah, he's turning 82. And then she's like, oh, okay, wow, that's a good age. And then eventually throughout that same conversation, he's like, yeah, well, for somebody that's 85, it's expected that they start to lose their memory. And she's like, what? Hold on a second. Earlier you said 82, and he said the same thing. No, I didn't say that. Gaslighting, okay? And I'm going to give you another example. If somebody says, oh, you're being emotionally abusive, and yes, there's times people are emotionally abusive, but if you are a sane person, you know the difference between abuse and just calling someone out on their shit, right? In a constructive and respectful way. So I've had that said to me before too, where somebody's like, this is a form of emotional abuse. Like, what are you talking about? So clearly, it's time to run from anyone that does that to you. Also, a family member once said to me that I told them specifically that this had to do with a dog situation. And I said, no, in this living situation, we can't have another dog. And then months later, they said they wanted to get their own dog, and I said, look, no, I said we can't have another dog in the house. And then they looked at me and said, no, you never said that. Again, gaslighting. Gaslighting is very dangerous, bro. And when somebody gaslights you, you need to take that very, very seriously, and whether or not you want to have a relationship with this person anymore. Because, like I said, this is one of the classic narcissistic traits of a narcissist. And not to say that person's a narcissist, but you need to be very, very careful associating yourself with somebody who is gaslighting you. So I want to hear from you, though, on other examples of things that you've experienced on being gaslighted, so that you can help other viewers be aware of this and how toxic gaslighting really is in relationships and in dating. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.